Oh my God. I don't know how I would have gotten that fish out from under the boat. Oh my God. That was insane. That was a big fish. Or it was in a good spot. And I suspect it was in a good spot. It was very well protected. Darn. Alright, I got the little one off of the boat, but he had a friend with him that was way bigger. This guy even chased it out, which I was hoping at least one would, but the other one just did not chase. But he's tiny compared to the other one, but the other one's not even that large, frankly. But I love this clear water fishing. This is one of the cooler parts of Lake George. I don't know the name of this cliff, but it looks pretty damn incredible to be fishing right up to it. And I'm just fishing the drop off with a DT. And we'll see what bites. The DT10 caught something. It's not a big one though. He's barely hooked. Actually, he's more hooked now. Now he's barely hooked again. Don't thrash, don't thrash, don't thrash. He's chubby though. He's been caught before. You know I always like to say that. Unfortunately, but DT10. Well, I have to say this is definitely one of the smaller fish I would have expected to catch on the DT10. I wonder if this guy is going to be eaten by something even larger than it. Oh, he ain't even. Oh, this is going to be a big bass. I am disappointed. I am disappointed. Where's he got me stuck? He's a strong fish. Wow. Wow. Spat the hook too. Nice. Say ah. There we go. He's not a bad size. Really strong fish. It took me a long time to land him. But anyway. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. I found a, I think it's a leech, but I can't tell. Check that out. That is so cool. It keeps wanting to adhere to me. I don't think I've ever seen a creature that is like this. I mean, that's just incredible. It's just on a lily pad here. Oh my God. I lost the leech. So there's the tiniest largemouth, and it just like engulfed the entire Cinco. That was a smallmouth. So this is probably the smallest fish. Oh, it's a bass! It is little, yes. This is probably the smallest bass that I've actually seen here at Lake George. and he chased it right from underneath the dock. I could not for the life of me get it underneath. And this bay here is kind of shallow, so you gotta find boathouses where it's actually dark. And we've got a front moving in, but it seems like it's holding off. And it was windy, then it calmed down. That thing was so spunky though. I think I actually missed it. It blew up on it in front of the boathouse. And then it chased it from it out of the boathouse. But there's probably more in there. I'm just using braid though. That's the funny thing. I'm using the tatula. So that means that I can fish it on my ultralight rod here, which is great for skipping. Way better than the bait cast. And the braid doesn't seem to make much difference in this clear water. And given that oh my gosh, it's still there. There's still something chasing this. Oh shit. I cannot skip for the life of me. That's the most embarrassing thing. Oh yeah, that's more like it. That's the size that I expect to see. Oh darn. Not sure how he came off. Oh well. Oh my god, I snagged the wood. Embarrassing. So as you can see, the braid doesn't seem to make a difference. Come on. There we go. So that guy was a pretty average size for Lake George. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the skipping. I might be the world's worst skipper. There we go. I might be the world's worst skipper, and I'm not even on Gilligan's Island. Oh, that's a rock. Ooh, dang it. He got me. All right, Dwayne Johnson. Ow. My fingers are so in pain. Oh dear. Crap. This is a goner worm, but melt it down and reuse. That's what I always say. So yeah, this is just a little ultralight setup with the tatula, and it really doesn't matter what color you use. Black and blue would work. Any watermelon would work, and the green pumpkin would work. All right, well, let's see what else is on this boathouse. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. Alrighty. I know that there's another one. Oh. The sun's coming back up. That's annoying. Ah, crud. Well, alright, got some nibbles, but there we go. That's a good skip. Oh, what? Know that I'll be found when I come around. Okay. I love it. It's probably a rock fast though, unfortunately. Yeah. What happened to my dream shot, you goof? Oh, it's still there. Thank goodness. I was gonna say, I do not want to waste a dream shot on a rock fast. But Oh man, it's windy. I just learned that you aren't allowed to fish freaking shorelines on Lake George because the Lake George Homeowners Association passed an ordinance that said you have to be 200 feet away from the shore. Like, what? Come on. That's ridiculous. But it's not ridiculous because fishermen, other than myself, I clean up after myself, but a lot of fishermen are extremely rude when it comes to fishing docks. They'll leave their shit behind, they'll snag their shit, they'll rip shit. That's the most frustrating thing to homeowners, is when you rip their canopies. You snag their stuff and then you rip it. If you're gonna fish docks, debarb your hooks and don't be afraid to get in the water and clean up after yourself. Anyway, let's see if there's anything bigger than a rock bass on this shoal. The Walmart in Ticonderoga actually sells Dream Shots, which is just freaking amazing, because when you're using a Dream Shot, you're guaranteed fish. I can almost promise you that. You're guaranteed fish. You're not guaranteed bass, but you're guaranteed fish. I'm using a lead weight because I can buy them in bulk. I don't think it matters too much. And it's windy, you can hear the wind. I'm using, I think, a 3/16 ounce. I could go up to a 1/4 ounce since I'm using like 10-pound test to the hook and then 8-pound test to the weight. Alright, thought I was recording. Just caught this nice largemouth on a drop shot. I don't know what this is, it's probably a rock bass. They're fighting, they fight hard. That's something I must say, they fight hard. He's got a parasite on him. Or is that a parasite? Wound of some sort. So this is all a kind of deep flat, and then you just have this shoal in the middle of it all. And yo, this is crazy. It's gotta be like 7 foot, 8 foot of water. And you just have this featureless flat. And then you have that shoal, and then you have this shoal. And I don't know, it's just crazy. So this is where I guess most people would be fishing a jerkbait for smallmouth. And I'm just gonna throw a drop shot, as well as, it's not quite a shaky head, but it's a it's an Ed craw. fish came off. Don't know how, but I'll get him. I'll get him again. Oh crap. That wasn't a fish. Oh, all these bluegills. It's funny because these were impossible to catch on conventional panfish methods. My ultralight. And yet they're going after the Senko. It's crazy. Really fighting the wind here, but it wouldn't be an adventure if it wasn't windy. The Regal LT is holding up really nicely. I really like this reel. Definitely giving it another shout out. Oh crap. Don't want to wash up on that. Oh dear God. Oh, and I lost my fish too. Drat. Oh, did you see that? I hope the camera caught that. I have my first Lake George smallie, and it ain't large, it ain't big, but it's putting up a fight. It's putting up a fight. Oh yes. Drop shutting succeeded, and I couldn't be happier. And this is on a Senko bit, which is now gone, unfortunately. Look at this little guy. And all he was going after was a Senko bit. You can drop shot even the little bits of Senko and recycle them. I think that's pretty cool. This guy's so tiny compared to how big I thought I would catch on Lake George, but the fact of the matter is, he's spunky. Alrighty, let's put another Senko bit on and see if we can get his older brother. The same size that you use for a Ned rig but would otherwise slide off, you can just throw right on a drop shot, and for some reason it works. Oh, that was a good fish. that was a good fish, but not that big, but it was a bigger smallmouth. I don't know what I did to lose it. Kept the drag too tight, but bigger Senko chunk seemed to work in my favor. Darn it, this little guy shook off the other Senko chunk as well. Shucks. Ow, ow, ow. So it would seem as if the larger Senko chunk wow. The sexy frog rescues me again. Wow. Wow. I am recording, right? I can't tell. Ticonderoga. Hold on. Okay. Oh crap, I hooked myself. Alright, well, he ain't the biggest fish in Champlain, but the thing is, I have not been able to find these fish at all. At all. This is an extremely hot, uncomfortable day, and it's just uncomfortable on so many levels. And I really don't want to wear down these fish and stress them out. This guy's gonna be, oh, do not get wet. Oh shit. Yep, almost a 3. Almost a 3. 2 pounds, 15. Alright. What I can't get over is the fact that they've got these clear water colors despite being in this pea soup. It really is amazing. Well, I came, I saw, I conquered, I guess. I'm in clearish water, and that's what I've found to be where I either sea bass or, in this case, caught them. It's actually the first fish I caught on this particular frog. I knew it would catch a fish at some point, but did not have a fish on this frog before that one. And the trick is just having a fishery where you've got good sized fish. And this Piscifun serpent is actually a fantastic frog rod for tall guys, but also just kayakers. The handle's not that long, it's lightweight, it's a medium heavy, but rated up to 3 ounces, and it's got a lot of tip. And the Piscifun Alejos actually goes quite well with it. It's a very heavy reel, but it balances well with the serpent. And honestly, I didn't struggle to pull that fish in at all, unlike when I used one of the SLXs at 1000 Acre Swamp. that fish came in pretty easily, but also the cover might be a little bit lighter, so I don't know. I didn't do anything for that frogfish though. I mean, I didn't like fish it particularly aggressively. But I'm also not that deep. Like, I'm not in deep water here, and I have been looking for shade the entire day. And have not found it. Have not found shade. Have not found grass in the shade. Have not found grass that's in particularly deep water. But what is unique about this cove or bay, depending on how large this is, I'll call it a cove-ish. Maybe it's a bay. Okay, so what's unique about this bay is that I don't see a lot of fishermen here. You know, Champlain gets a lot of pressure. But there's enough water that it seems to support everybody, which is amazing. So I saw this isolated timber out here, and I was like, there's got to be a fish around it. Even though I fished some timber down that way and actually had no luck, but I figure, you know, there's got to be a fish around it. He's barely hooked. Crap, now he's more hooked. Okay. I don't like those trebles. And it took me several casts to get this guy. I'm actually shocked that I caught a fish in this location in the first place, because it's just so isolated. And I barely put this square bill on in the first place. Again, these colors are not like Lake George at all. Not a defined stripe. They kind of just match the sort of cloudiness. So it's not like gin clear coloring where you have a defined stripe. In fact, the coloring is more like the fish that I catch out of the golf courses.